Hello and welcome to our Learn Python 5 Minutes a Day series. Today is our lesson number 2. What are we learning in lesson number 2? We're going to talk about variable. We're going to answer simple questions. What's a variable? Why do we need variables? How do we create variables? How do we name variables? And then we will write some program which will have variables in action. So what's a variable? In the last chapter, I wrote a line of code where I said y is equal to 2 plus 3, and I said I'll explain y later. So now it's time that we explain what y is. Y is a variable. So think of the variable as a storage box that a name has been given to that box. Why we give names and what kind of names we give here. Take a look at an example. You have two names, chocolate box or box 1. When you look at the name chocolate box, you exactly know what is in that box. It's chocolate. But a box that has been labeled box 1 really does not tell you what is in the box. Why we use variables? Take a look at an example where we say area is equal to length into width. So this relation of area with the length and width does not change, but the values of length and width can change. So if I have to compute this area for different values of length and width, I have two options. I can keep writing the same line of the code again and again with the values that I want to use, or I can write this line of code only once and use variables to assign different values in length and width and compute and print the area values as many times as I want. Rules and best practices for names. Think of it that at some point you're going to have to share, or somebody will be reading your code, and if you have names that don't make sense, it will be very hard for that person to understand what your code does. Let's take a look at an example. Two lines of code. One says age is equal to 18 and the other one says age is equal to 18. The code that says age is equal to 18, the person who's reading it, they exactly know what this means, that there is a variable which stores the value of a person's age. But the line of code which says age is equal to 18, the person who's reading the code, they really do not know what you mean. They know that there is some variable called a is equal to 18. So three simple rules that you can follow. There are other rules or other best practices, but three that matters the most at this point is begin your names with a letter, use meaningful names, and don't start with a number. When we write the code, you will see that why we don't start with a number. So let's dive right in and let's do it. Let's see our variable in action. We discussed an equation where we said area is equal to length into width. We will follow our best practices, giving meaningful names, starting with letters. Length is equal to 5, width is equal 3, and we say area is equal to length into width, and we print our area, and we will run it. As we expected, the answer is 15 and it's printed. Now we're going to try to rename this variable to one length. See what happened. Immediately there's a red squiggly under the name, which means there is some problem with the name. If I will try to run it, it will tell me that there is a problem. So we will fix it back. And run it again, and we get our 15. That's all to our chapter about variables in action. Congratulations, we have completed our lesson number 2. Thanks for learning with us. Do subscribe and like our channel. Visit our website for more information. Till next lesson, take care and goodbye.